What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy BZ Rider back with a very special video. So guys, if you're new to the channel, and I own this 2004 Nissan 350Z. It is basically just about full bolt-on. So guys, the time has finally came. We're finally at that point in which finally be getting the Z tuned. I have finally ordered my tune, and the way how I'm going about it is I'm going through Z1 Motorsports and I'm doing their mail-in tune service. Not an e-tune, but this is actually removing the ECU out of the Z, shipping it to Z1, and then they'll tune it. I'm also getting the ARC license installed as well. I've heard good things about Z1 as far as their tunes go. This is the first time I'm actually having a vehicle tuned, so I'm pretty excited about this. So just a little background on the Z in case you guys don't know. Like I said, this is a 2004 Nissan 350Z. I have the Motordyne 5/16 plenum spacer. I have an eBay cold air intake, Burke resonator test pipes, ISR Y pipe, ISR GT exhaust. The only things that I do not have on the Z, headers. I'm still running factory injectors and fuel pump. I'm gonna say I'm about 90% full bolt-on for what it's worth. So guys, you may be wondering why I decided to go with the Z1 mail-in tune versus just doing your regular e-tune. Probably the #1 reason right now is just cost. I'm not gonna lie, because doing it this way is cheaper. I'm not looking for so much a big power tune per se, because I know that, you know, I'm just a DE and I'm not trying to make crazy power off of it right now. Later on, yes, I will need to purchase an UpRev cable in case I want to, you know, however I go about tuning in the future, whether it be through Z1 again, or if I go through somebody else and actually have them do an actual e-tune. But for right now, I can get a tune installed on the Z, and this is probably about the cheapest option that you can go through to have a tune done. Pretty much right now, we'll get ready to unbolt the ECU from out of the car. There's also a spec sheet or tuning sheet that I have to fill out, which just specifies about what modifications that you have done to the car, as well as what you're kind of expecting and what gas that you'll be on. Or what fuel that you'll be running. So luckily here in Ohio we have 93. We don't use 91. Well, you can buy 91 at some of the gas stations, but it's predominantly 93. That is our premium gas out here. So of course I'll be going for a 93 tune. I'll also be able, I believe, to get 5 maps with this. We'll talk to them and see what's going on. From what I've heard, this is very quick turnaround time. So my 350Z is a base model, so it did not come with factory cruise control. I'm running a cruise control switch from a G35. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to work with this. It plugged in, so I'm pretty sure that it will work, and it should work the same between the 350 and the G35. I don't see why there would be a difference. So in case you guys have a base model or yours did not come with cruise control, there's going to be a few things that you will need, and this is just in order to swap through the maps that you'll get, as well as setting up things like your launch control and things like that. You're going to need cruise control switches. You'll also need a brake pedal switch, and if you're a manual car, you will also need a clutch switch. I've already installed my brake switch. I have not installed my clutch switch. I'll do that. But yeah, your ECU will be on the passenger side of the car. I believe it's just 10mm bolt to unbolt it, and there's a few clips. We'll go through that. You know, this should be a very basic and easy procedure. We'll go ahead and disconnect the battery and stuff like that. It's gonna suck kind of having to put the Z in a slumber, but Friday right now, it's actually Friday night. I'm gonna try and mail this in the morning. Without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so we have the Z's brain right here in my hand. We have removed it. That wasn't really too difficult. I know on camera it was kind of hard to record that process, but it's just really 3 bolts that hold the ECU to the bracket. Once you order your mail-in tune from Z1, you're supposed to print off this paper that just gives, you know, your name, order number, year of the vehicle, what type of vehicle it is, you know, cruise control, VIN, blah blah blah, all that stuff, your mods, and then any additional mods, and your fuel and your idle RPM. But yeah guys, I'm about to go ahead and fill out this paperwork, get this ECU boxed off. That paper you actually put in the box with the ECU, so that way they have your information of what it is, and we're going to go from there. I'm also going to be kind of specific because it doesn't say anything on there about having the larger throttle. Oh, that was another thing that I have, larger throttle body. Hopefully they'll be able to tune for that as well, and if it's an issue, then I could probably just put my factory one back on. I will see you guys in the morning when we go drop this off. All right guys, so we are up here at the post office. I got the ECU right here packaged up partially. Once I get inside of there, then I'm gonna set it inside of a box and get this mailed out. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna feel weird to not be able to drive the Z for a little bit, because obviously it's not gonna be able to start. I don't know, but hopefully this turnaround time isn't too long. Read and reviews and things like that, people say it normally takes about, once they get it, they're getting their ECU back in about 3 days. So they should be able to get the ECU on Monday, hopefully Monday or Tuesday. So then Friday, I might be getting it back out Friday or Saturday. So we'll see. Oh God, no. All up in my face. I just shat myself.
Well, that's nominal.
The ECU's been dropped off. According to the receipt, it should be there on Monday, so that's pretty cool. Now we play the waiting game. Alright guys, it is officially in. The ECU has arrived today. For one, I just want to say they did very quick turnaround time. Monday was when it was supposed to be arriving. It got there. I had called them prior to it getting there because that's what I saw it say on the website. Talked to the customer service there, which was hands down excellent, perfect. Like the guys there seemed pretty cool. I told them, you know, my name and that the ECU was coming with them. He was like, all right, sure, let me go check, see if it's here. He's like, you know, it's not here yet, but as soon as we get it, we'll give it to our tuner, John. You know, he'll get started on it. So that Tuesday, they got started on it that Wednesday, I believe, because they had called me. They had a question for me because I wanted to see if I could get a flame map, if they could just throw that in. I was like, nah, that's okay, don't worry about it. So he said, okay, cool, well, John's about to finish it up. We'll get it shipped out the next day. I want to say Thursday is when it shipped out. Friday, we had a holiday and it arrived today on a Saturday. So basically the Z has been down for officially a week. To me, that's pretty quick turnaround time, honestly, for what was going on. And I'm ready to open this. Like I just, I wanted to open it off camera because I was that excited for it, but I was like, no, let me wait to open it with you guys. So like side note, on their box, they have like, you know, their little mascot. Looks like he's driving like a delivery truck. Like that's dope. That's anyway, we'll go ahead and open up this box and get this ECU out, and I can't believe the Z is finally, you know, tuned. All right, and there it is, guys. We have the ECU. You know, obviously it doesn't really look any different because it's all inside. All right guys, so off camera I went ahead and put the ECU in because I'm sorry, it's just kind of hard and difficult to get shots of me working underneath the dash. Yeah, so now we can start this up. I want to make sure, hopefully too, that my maps will select and like the cruise control and all that. Definitely need to open up the garage because I'm not trying to die. Just ignore this hanging right now. Moment of truth, we're going to try to start this, see how it goes. I don't know if I was not in the right map or something or what, but she's alive! But yeah guys, I really have no idea of what map I'm in right now. Of course I'm gonna have to get used to the controls and stuff. I guess kind of like the one way that I would know if it's working how it's supposed to is, so I have the arc features enabled. If I have like two-step and I'm able to adjust that, then I'll know that the controls are working. Kind of right now I have my steering wheel disconnected and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and get the car set back up to be able to drive, and we will go from there and kind of see how this works. Alright guys, so it has been a few weeks since the last recording. Unfortunately, we're having some issues with the tune on the Z right now. I had to end up mailing the ECU back out to Z1. Like the car will drive and starts up and things like that. I'm unable to swap between my maps at the present moment. I'm not able to use my ARC feature. So I got in contact with Z1 and they had said to ship the ECU back out to them. They'll take a look at it, put it on one of their test cars there, see if there's any issues or anything like that. And if they need to, then they might have to go back into it to adjust some parameters or something like that. Whatever they have to do. Things happen, so I mean, it is what it is in that. Unfortunately, there's gonna have to be a part 2 to this video. Also, later on, I'll be explaining kind of what happened and the things that are going on right now to where we got to this point. I just want to be real with you guys and kind of show you what's going on. And plus, I miss you all out there. I want to be able to have a video out so that way I'll let you guys know that I'm still around and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, we're going to go ahead and close this video out here. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. That way you can see part 2. Till then, peace out.